Hey guys, welcome to She'll Be Right Garage. I'm your host Michael, and behind the scenes and helping we've got Andrew.
How we doing, people?
Alright, so a little bit about this channel and what we're doing. This is mainly about the kind of cars that I'm restoring and also racing. We've got a bit of a mix, typically leaning towards Ford, but look, we love anything old and cool. So why don't I give you a little bit of a tour of what the upcoming stars are going to be, and start from there. Alright, so this is our tow vehicle. It's an XA Falcon Ute. It is now been modified somewhat with some Australian bits and pieces. We've got a Landau front end, Landau dash, and XC doors. We've got 4 disc brakes, a T5 gearbox, and a 351 engine. We'll have a look under the hood. As you can see, we've got a very she'll be right attitude to the Sniper install. It looks rough and ugly, but it works well. And you can expect to see this old girl towing our hot rod rally car, so why don't I show you what that is. Alright, so this here is a 1934 Plymouth. It was built and restored in the home garage. As you can see, we haven't paid too much attention to the exterior of the car. It's all about the patina with this one.
But she'll be right.
She'll be right, indeed. It is a hot rod rally car. So if you want to take a closer look, we can have a look inside.
Okay, so this is our Terra Trip. Pretty much tells me what to tell Michael. So he wants his calls 400 and 200 out from a corner. Tells me when to tell him, pretty much. To the left of that, we have our Sniper EFI system. Gives us all our engine vitals. Can see what's going on. Down on the roll cage here to the left, I have a push button so that I can just quickly flick through screens. I also have a button on the floor I can kick with my foot to do the same thing. So that's the interior. It's our harness, full cage that Michael made himself, all built in this garage.
As you can see here, we've got some pieces of gearbox. We're actually going to be doing a gearbox rebuild and change out. We're going to have a video dedicated to that. It's going to be upgraded with a T5 with some dog engagement gears and a sequential shifter. The motor is a 331 Windsor, topped by a Holley Sniper. The rear end of the car is a Ford 9-inch with 4-wheel disc brakes. And have a lot of fun with it. And in our middle bay, we've got a Ford Landau that's currently going restoration. We're going to show you videos of the entire restoration. Check out our other videos. We will see the first video uploaded for the repair of the left-hand A-pillar and sill. But anyway, let's do a little walk around of the car so you can get an idea of what we're going to be doing. As you can see, it's pretty rusty. We've done some repairs on the front here, but it is a convertible and there's still extensive rust to be done. We're going to show you how to do everything. By the time we're finished with this video, you'll see the entire restoration with this car driving outside of this garage, all home built. Alright, some of the other stuff that we do is we actually make our own panels, rust repair panels. We do buy something sometimes, but most of the time we make it where we can. And this is a boot lid that we've made up. Come and check it out. This is actually a boot skin for a Landau. I'm just going to trial fit it for you, and you can see how it fits. Here's the inside. Now we've made this completely from scratch. And as you can see, here it is roughly fitted to the car. And with this equipment here is what we build a lot of this with. So we've got an English wheel, stretcher shrinker, and a bead roller. And for the lovers of American muscle, we've got a 69 Mach 1 Mustang. This is actually a drivable vehicle. We do drive it regularly, but it's also going to get some bit of restoration done. We're going to do a custom front end as well as a colour change. We're not quite happy with it anymore. It's a 13-year-old paint job. Whilst it still looks reasonably good, it is showing signs of age.
Still left-hand drive.
Still left-hand drive.
No
dramas driving on the left-hand side. Takes about an hour to get used to, and that is all.
Yeah, it is a bit different, even being in the passenger seat a little bit, but you can see immaculate condition. Beautiful car.
And rounding off the cars in the background here behind me, we've got an XB GS Falcon, which is our daily driver. There's no work to be done on that. It's just going to continue to do daily duties up until the time we restore it in a few years' time. So at the moment we need to get rid of some scrap steel, so we're going to load that into the ute and offload it at my storage shed. So why don't we go and take a little drive down there. I'm going to introduce you guys to some of the other future projects that we've got in the storage shed. Let's take a look. Alright guys, here we are. This is our storage shed. We're going to drop off a bit of gear as mentioned, and we're going to pick up a bit of gear for the hot rod, and let's give you a bit of a tour whilst we're at it. Check it out. So we've got an XA hardtop here. It's probably going to be redone into a Landau or a race car, we're not sure yet, but it's definitely worth saving. Here we've got a Ford Landau that was previously restored in terms of bodywork, that is to say rust work. Got some photos that we can show you of some before and afters, but it's now waiting to be dipped and repainted. It's a matching numbers vehicle. And here we've got an XCGS panel van. It actually was previously restored, but unfortunately it sat outside for a few years. However, it's just going to need a slight cosmetic restoration and it will actually be ready for the road, believe it or not. And here we've got another Ford Landau. This is an Apollo blue one, so it's a nice little combination with chamois trim. That will also get a concourse style restoration in the future, you'll see it here. And of course we have the usual plethora of spares. Righto guys, that wraps up the tour of Shilby Wright Garage. We hope you found it interesting. Do join us as we go out racing and restoring the old muscle cars and hot rods. Don't forget to check for the links for our other pages in the description. And is there anything else to add, Andrew?
No, I think that's it, mate. Always don't forget to like, share and subscribe. There's only one thing they need to remember, mate.
She'll be right.
She'll be right, guys and girls. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
You be in the shot and explain it. That's better. Yeah. Right.
She'll be right.
Go again.
Do join us. Start again. Hit like and subscribe.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Fuck, I wish I knew you were doing that.
Can't see shit, man. Get your torch. Which scrolls through to the next trip meter. Also button on the floor down there. So